Make sure you go out there and subscribe. Welcome to Wear Fridays with Mick and Jay, where we talk about sports, life in general, and a whole lot of other shit. Let's talk Chiefs. So let's talk the preseason finale. They actually played the starters, you know.
Boy, did they.
It's rare, like I told you, it's different because they didn't play anybody in game two.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was good to see Pat out there. What'd he do? He 8 for 13, 143 yards, and one touchdown. He had a back shoulder fade to Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
In the right side of the end zone. Nice drive. I seen what I needed to see, right? So when I was watching it, once we got to our third drive, I got a little antsy, and I'm like, hey, I didn't need to see that third touchdown. Well, you know what I mean? Well, the second touchdown. You know what I mean? When touchdown, field goal, and it wasn't because I didn't want to see them. I was watching the game because I did want to see the starters. I did want to see how they look and stuff like that. But just with all the injuries from the game before, I'm seeing Pat, when he took off for that run, I'm like, hey, no, I need you to get down. This is not important. This game is not important. Like, no bullshit.
No.
This game is not important. What I need you with both your legs working on September the 5th. But it was good to get the game speed back in the floor and the thing, because that's the most action that they've had in the preseason outside of OTAs. But the first drive looked good. What's that boy's name? Tyquan Thornton. He's gonna make the team.
Oh yeah, he's definitely making the team.
It was a 58-yard pass. But to even get the 58-yard pass, it was a nice dive and catch. Patrick Mahomes put him on it. You know what I mean?
Hey,
as perfect as a bomb is going to get, but he stretched out and got that thing.
But let's talk about the separation that he had to get at the line of scrimmage to be open enough for Patrick to.
He hit him with a double. He hit him with a double move. It was. He hit him with a double move and took off on him.
My goodness. I was like, the track team is here today, because that boy took off. He had a good 5-yard separation between him and the defender. And yeah, like you said,
Definitely.
The ball was put right on the money. All I can say is, boy, some folks better beware. The long game about to come back. The long game is coming back.
Yeah. And Jay, do you want to know how we're gonna get it back?
How we gonna get it back, Mick?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me that, Mr. Sharpton. I'll tell you. It's the offensive line.
Yes.
So, mind you, I did a deep dive. This is how you know sucker getting old. Make it look young, but a sucker getting old. I did a deep dive into the lineman footage, right? You know, we just been watching it this year. I've really never really watched like an all 22. Like, I'm looking at Pat. I'm looking at the wide receivers who ain't catching the ball.
Right.
I never really did a deep dive into the offensive line.
Got going
I
on.
watched like an all 22 of the line. Kingsley, outside of 1-2 beats, you know what I mean? 1. He had the highest success rate of any lineman that was on the line for him to take all that backlash at left tackle last year. So I do got to give Kingsley did a great job. That left side is stout, so that's how he was even able to get some time to throw. We couldn't throw a 50-yard bomb last year because he's running for his life.
Hey, but
in 2 seconds.
You know what I noticed on that same line that you own? I noticed that Pat was back there dancing. He was back there, you know, it wasn't necessarily he had to, you know, because if you really go back and look at last year when Pat ran, he knew he had to run. He wasn't going to have time to sit back there in the pocket, move around, dance, juke motherfuckers, and find somebody down the field and still throw a 30, 40-yard pass. I watched him do that again. We haven't seen that in a couple of years. And now that he's back there dancing again, they in trouble, bro.
He looked comfortable and relaxed. That's what I seen. There was no, and I'm not saying he's a panic quarterback, but it's like you said, it's in the faith. He didn't have any faith, even because I seen sometimes last year he didn't need to lead the pocket sometimes, but he did it so much
because it was
So
it was
when they
second nature.
did hold up for those 1-2 plays out of the whole game,
He
when the
rushed
line was
it.
held up,
Yeah, he would end up
still
rushing
left
it.
the
Yep.
pocket. Yes, instead of climbing the pocket, but you're getting killed
Yeah.
the whole season. So in the back of your mind, I don't trust this left side, and that's what I did see on that play. He had all the faith in the world on that left side because he's just blind. He never looked over there. Sat back there, patted the ball. He made a ham sandwich, put their feet up on their table, rolled a doobie, and then threw a bomb
Yep.
to Taquan Thornton.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
That's what he did.
That's what he did. But it looked it.
Put his
it
boots
looked
all on their
good.
couch.
So, like I said, back boots on the couch. Rick James, you fuck your couch. Muddy
Oh,
water.
yes.
That's what he put. That's what. One thing for the money, and it's like this. I'm all with players getting money, but when you get big money, I want to see you perform. You know what I mean? I want you. If the team is willing to commit to you, you need to be willing to commit to the team,
Absolutely.
yourself. You know what I mean? Your day-to-days, your grind, everything else. And Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey, I'm going to send you a link. This is how impressed I was. Yes, I watched the two left side because them the ones that's shaky.
Yeah.
So one is new and the other one wasn't that good last year. So I watched them. But as I'm watching them, I'm seeing that, and I can't judge Simmons, he's a rookie. So I'm not comparing X's to O's, but it's levels to the lineman. And Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, for us to pay them that money, thought they was mauling. They were mauling.
Them is, hey, look, they
The Chicago Bears defense. I'm talking about they were mauling. Jay Sharp, my man Creed Humphrey, they must have did like a swim, you know what I mean? Like a crisscross, a swim move, or whatever it is where the lineman, lineman, they cross.
Right.
So, my guy Creed Humphrey, he checks the first one, shoves him to Trey Smith, comes over here, grabs the other one, move him out the way, climb the second level, and then shoves the other dude all the way to the ground. He had 3 people on one play, and this is the center. They were working so well, like in sync with each other.
Yeah.
Like, comfortable. You know, they're comfortable.
Yeah.
They know, but the feel for it, it's different when you're just one-on-one. One-on-one, you got one man on. But you got 2 guys here, then another one dipping in to get off of one, shove him here. You get him. And he passed him off, too.
Yeah.
So as soon as he got him, Trey grabbed him.
Yeah.
And it's stinky. It was I told you I got to be old because it was a thing of beauty watching that offensive line because it's been hell. It's been hell.
Yeah, it
It
has
has been
been.
fun to watch, man.
It has been.
And that's how Pat was getting hurt.
And it's like,
You know what I mean? And making mistakes.
and you're right. You absolutely right, because the line play over the last, even in the couple of years that we was winning, the line play was still a little bit shaky. Pat might have to do his dip dive socializing all over the place, throughout the course of the season, and he make it through it. Okay, we good. All right, we gonna figure it out next season. And then you come back and you draft some young guys. You try to develop them. Everybody ain't ready at the same time, but at the same token, it don't mean that they ain't gonna be ready. So it's, as much, I feel like, especially when you start talking about Kingsley, as much criticism as he took last year because he wasn't quite ready. You got to understand, these is kids.
They threw him out there.
Yeah, these is kids. He's
threw
in
him
the
out
biggest
there.
of spotlights, blocking for the number 1 quarterback, the face of the NFL. And, okay, so he needed a little bit more time to develop. Then on top of that, you move him in the guard. You put Josh Simmons out there. Hey, that I feel like we got a wall, nigga. The wall is here. Pat gonna have time to run amok. Because I saw the same thing you saw with Creed and Trey. The pancake, the whole 9 yards. Them boys are dogs.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, it was impressive. That line, like I said, it's gonna be tested because they're going up against. Trust me, they're going up the first 5-6 weeks. They're going up against some steep competition.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about just the teams. The D linemen on the other side.
The defensive linemen the pass rushers is coming. The first
that's what
3
we will
weeks,
get
3-4 weeks.
But we will get a good taste, and we'll get to see if it's legit.
Yeah.
I think it's legit.
I do too.
I think it's legit.
I mean,
but I
and I don't
want
want
to
to sound biased about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, okay, yeah, I'm not a fanboy in this situation because I'm really looking at the analytics and looking at, the talent that we have kind of brought in for this specific situation. Not to mention the one other thing, side note that I really did pay attention to and see during this last preseason game, and this is why I appreciated the starters playing as long as they did. You saw that taste that is in their mouth right now. And when they come out, they ain't coming out with 6 shooters, nigga. They coming out with AKs.
Yeah. The whole clip.
The whole clip. They coming with the whole clip. I seen it.
It looked vintage.
Oh, yes, I seen it. I said, oh, it's going to be a time over in Brazil, my man. Because
oh yeah, it is going to be.
Oh, they're going to I don't, you know what? I want it to be a great game. I do. I really, really do. But I need them to go on and shut this Justin Herbert bullshit up quickly.
And fast.
Quickly, because once we knock him off now, he'll fumble a few games along until we see him again later on down the way. But at that time, once again, that conversation should be over, and I don't want to hear that shit next year. I don't want to hear it no more this year. For real, because Justin Herbert he's just not there yet, They've
been hyping him up. They've been hyping somebody up who has one playoff game his whole career.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And then he was winning. He was winning, but then he lost. So yeah.
Joe Burrow was winning, and then he lost.
Yeah. That's just the way it happened. It didn't fell off the mountaintop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It definitely fell off the mountaintop.
Get this fool off your Mount Rushmore.
Get that. They got to get him out of there though. But man, jumped out. So I hear something for some reason. Is anything in the background?
No.
Yeah, and I ain't got nothing else.
It's probably them faulty earphones you got on.
This motherfucker tapped into everybody's shit. I'm talking about door to door. That motherfucker. Hold on. Break
Hey, who's it? Get the chains off the door.
Get the chains off the door. The enemy's here. But no, like I said, the drives, they looked good. We would have been up. We supposed to have been up 21-0.
Yeah,
right?
Kareem had to caught that one
on the second drive.
Yeah,
he was. The highlight, it was a highlight play. He has to catch that. I don't care if he's a running back and he slide to the ground. You got to catch that.
Hey, speaking of running backs.
Go ahead.
I love my dude Pop, dog. Did you see when that nigga ran so hard?
I know what you're talking about.
This nigga ran so hard he couldn't stop and ran into the wall. I said, damn.
I'm talking about head first.
Yes. I was like, oh, this nigga's back.
Why did he well, who damn near concuss themselves? I'm saying, why is he still going? It reminded me of Forrest Gump. When Forrest Gump was running off that field, he just grabbed the ball and ran all the way home. I'm sitting up here like, what did he do? Isaiah Pacheco ran into the first regular season game. He in Brazil now because this is what he did. He left the stadium and went straight to Brazil.
I said, damn. I said, that boy been working out vicious, boy.
He's got his pop back.
Yeah, he does. I do.
And they gave him they gave him criticism last year, but he wasn't.
He wasn't ready.
Man.
Yeah, he wasn't ready yet. He was trying. He didn't want to lose his job. That's what his problem was.
Yeah.
He seen Kareem come in there. Kareem started having some success, getting them yards, creating, the running game that we needed just to get things done, and I feel like that threatened him. And he had to come back before he was really, really ready. Because, once again, Stories of the Airport by Jay. You know how many times I seen Pacheco come through the airport, bro, and he was riding on this little motorized, I don't know where the nigga got this motorized luggage from, but the luggage had a motor in it, and he's driving it through the airport. I'm like, these 6-year-olds be doing this kind of shit. But he come, and you would ask him.
Big-ass kid.
Yeah, big ass kid. And I ask him all the time. I'll be like, how far out are you? Oh, I'm not far out, not far out. Okay, nigga, you're not walking. So you gotta be a little bit further out than you're telling me because you're not walking. I could tell he was anxious. He was really, really anxious to get back out there and prove that he was still, who he is. But I'm glad he's had the off season. I'm glad he's put in the work because he looks faster to me.
Him coming around that left side of that corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about he wasn't outrunning people last year.
Hey, look,
and he was just a little slower, and there was an injury.
All I can say is, nigga, you don't run into the wall running slow.
He looked it really, really good. I'm looking forward. Like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to the season.
I think I'm looking forward to seeing the offense all together because I really feel like the combination of the run game and the pass game is going to really create a high-powered offense this year. And it's something that we have been missing to where, I feel like, yeah, we've been winning, but
it's been ugly though, man.
But like last year, how many all them games that we had 1-score games, come down to block field goals and shit like that. I think this is the year where they come back and strike fear into people because they don't fear us no more. This is why they get to talking shit. This is why they think that they're better than us. This is why they think that they have a top-tier quarterback that ain't got no Super Bowl rings. This is why they think that a regular season MVP really means anything when you don't got no bling. Fuck out of here, man.
It told me the thing.
If you ain't got that bling.
You got. When I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't have feared us last year, to be honest with you. And reason why I'm saying that, I will respect us, right, because of the pedigree.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have feared us for the simple fact, and I know grown men and teams, we don't really be,
not fear like that.
But speaking in general. Yeah. But everybody, all the games, like every single game outside of the Super Bowl, everybody had a chance to beat us. We didn't have no separation. So even watching this preseason game against the Bears, even if we were playing the Bears last year, they would have still been in the game at the end of the game because that's how it was every single game with every single team. And everybody we played wasn't good.
Yep.
There was some trash-ass teams, even though we known for losing to trash-ass teams and beating all the good ones.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have feared us.
No, not at all.
I'm like, I watched 10 games. I watched 10 games of the Chiefs. It doesn't matter how good we are, or how good they are, or how bad we are. We're gonna be in the game at the end of the game, and we just made the play, or we didn't make the bad play.
Yep, we didn't make the mistake, or we made the play. Yep.
This year is definitely gonna be different, and to see them, like I said, get out. It should have been a 21-0. At the beginning of the game on the first 3 drives, if Kareem Hunt catches that touchdown pass, I didn't see anything like that all last. And these are starters versus starters. I don't give a damn if we playing the Bears. It's starters versus starters.
Absolutely.
First 3 drives, starters versus starters. This is what you're going to see in the regular season.
Yep. Even though Kareem missed that pass in the end zone, I'm okay with the 17-3 because I saw what they are capable of. Just like you said, I saw.
That's all you wanted to see.
Yeah, I saw like you said, I saw what I wanted to see. I saw what they're capable of. When they're clicking, it's going to be some shit this year. Everybody can talk that shit all they want to. But like I said before, they should have let us get the 3-peat because it's a whole new ball game this year.
We're starting a whole new run.
We getting ready to start a whole new run.
It's going to be good. He's going to have time.
Yeah, I'm
the
excited.
Big plays are going to come back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You know what I mean?
I can't wait for the
You actually have to start playing. You have to start playing deep coverage again because all last year we can just play for the run. They either going to throw it short or they're going to run it.
Oh, yeah.
One thing the Chiefs was not going to do is throw the ball deep.
Nope, not at all. And if they did throw it deep, the first thing that we thought, sitting on the couch watching the ball fly through the air, is, Lord Jesus, is anybody gonna catch this motherfucker? You know, and the first one to come to my mind is MVS. You know, and by all means, I appreciate all the postseason receptions when you had extra stick 'em on your hands or whatever gloves you bought, my nigga. I appreciate you. But that shit,
didn't have it in the regular season.
you couldn't afford them checks. You had to wait for the checks to come in, huh? Because he couldn't afford to stick them during the season because he's dropping everything. And
anyway, man, at $11 million a year though, you got
to catch the ball. That's what you're getting paid for.
You want to know what I relate MVS? Guess who I relate MVS to?
Who?
Goddamn Frank Clark. Frank, the Shark Clark. Because his ass would not do shit in the. I'm talking about that motherfucker have half a sack.
Yeah,
all
the whole season.
And when he get to the playoffs,
he got 16 sacks in 3 games.
So that's what I relate. I always think MVS. I'm like,
that's about the same.
MVS is 11 million for catches in the playoffs of the Super Bowl is equivalent to we were paying Frank Clark like $22 million for like 6-7 sacks. And he got like 6 of them in the playoffs, in the postseason.
Yep. That's what he was doing.
He wasn't doing shit in the regular season.
Not at all.
He always do that back spin. You know how he spin? He do that back spin move and then don't win. Picture this. He don't win. You know exactly what I'm talking about too.
Hell yeah, you see him coming around the corner. You see him come around the corner and the quarterback slide right up in the spot where his ass was at.
Man, definitely though. But it was all in all, it was a good game, man. Like I said, all in all, it was a good game. D-line played well. You know what I mean? Offense was excellent.
It created excitement. It created excitement for week one.
Yes. Well, it gave me a lot of hope.
Well, that too.
And not that we would. I know we gonna win, right? Because we just winners. But it gave me a lot of hope that it would be in a better fashion. I wouldn't be just getting gray hairs every game. You know what I mean? I like close games too, just not all of them.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Of competitive sports.
I want to be okay with getting up with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, going to my kitchen.
I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, going to my kitchen, getting whatever it is that I need, spend maybe 5-10 minutes and not come back and it's a 1-point game, or we getting 10 pass interference calls on one drive, something dumb, shit that we've been doing. It don't matter how good you are. We critique our Chiefs just the same way as we critique all the other teams in the NFL, okay? Because we definitely see our own team do dumb shit. For everybody who is not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, we're not mad at you or nothing like that. But please understand, the ride to getting here after we were straight garbage forever.
Oh, my God.
It has been a roller coaster, to say the least. I don't know what the biggest roller coaster is at Six Flags or in the United States, but, nigga, we've been on it. That's all I can say. We've been on it.
So one of my sayings, man, from back in that day, my mom and them used to hate it. And we will exit and segue to the next one with this one. I used to say, maybe next year. Every fucking year.
Yeah.
And my mama used to say, Michael, don't come in here and say that shit to me.